Hi everyone, this is Toshi from India.com. So today, the COVID-19 pandemic has had a lasting impact on almost everyone, from losing family members and loved ones to the anxiety caused due to the surge in cases. Lives have been deeply impacted. For students, the anxiety has caused deep distress. The constant worry about exams being rescheduled as well as the fear of what lies ahead. So, to give a background, the CBSE on April 14th had announced the cancellation of Class 10th boards. Meanwhile, it had left the final decision on Class 12th board for a later date pending review of the COVID-19 situation. For more than a month now, hashtags like scrap the exam, cancel board exams have been ruling over social media as there has been no breakthrough whether the exams would be held and if held, how and when. The young minds, full of dilemma and confusion, are seeking for answers, as it will leave students out of an anxious limbo that has stretched for over a year and push the education system to do what it should have done years ago. Advocate Mamta Sharma had filed the petition in the Supreme Court collectively on behalf of 224 parents, seeking a direction to the CBSE, CISCE, and the central government authorities in charge of exams to devise an objective methodology to review and evaluate the result of Class 12 students within a specified time frame. The, bat- the matter would not have been heard on Monday, May 31st, 2021 at 11 a.m. Meanwhile, the speculations are rife that the CBSE will announce its decisions regarding the conduct of CBSE Class 12 board exams on June 1st. We at India.com are concerned too. So today we have with us on the panel Advocate Mamta Sharma and the editor in chief. I'm so sorry. The editor
Editor
in
in.
chief.
All right,
Yeah,
Toshi,
the
thanks,
editor in
thanks.
chief. The editor in chief Himanshu of India.com to discuss whether the CBSE, CISCE, and other board exams put safety of students in first and scrap the 12th board exams. So over to you, Himanshu, sir.
Thank you, Toshi, and good afternoon, ma'am. Thanks for taking out the time from your busy schedule. I know you have been busy receiving mails from students, receiving mails from parents, and I mean all around you see hashtag and you see Twitter trends, and you have been very active in, and you have been taking down all the concerns, and you have been taking this, you can say, a crusade to talk about students and the dilemma that they are currently facing for last around 2 3 months. So tell me first thing, how hopeful you are that whether the demands of the students will be met.
See, I'm 100% positive and I'm hopeful that certainly our voice will be heard and a decision is going to come in our favor only because if we look at the present situation, obviously we can't even think of conducting offline examinations because just look at the current situation wherein Honorable Supreme Court is also working through virtual mode. Even all the meetings that are being
Yeah.
conducted there also, even we are talking now through virtual mode only. So, if it would have been possible to conduct offline examination just by following the safety protocols, so I really don't think that a lot of teachers who have died
So
recently that would
ma'am,
have happened.
ma'am, there's a certain section in the academia, and there's an expert panel which also advised that class 12 board exam should be taken because it's important to decide the merit list and all. But what's the argument there? If class 10 board can be decided based on the internal marking and all, and the merit list, okay, fine, you don't take out the merit list, but you can give the grades and all, which becomes important for your admission in for higher studies. And also, what is the difficulty here? What is the argument for people like who want the exam to be conducted at all cost? What is their primary argument?
See, their argument, they basically, if you talk about the today's article, which is published in Indian Express, also in that article also, they're talking about the future concerns of students, that it will be
Yeah.
difficult for them to take admissions in colleges because if they will not conduct examination, then at present they have not devised any objective methodology. Here the concern is that throughout the year when you were conducting the classes online, certainly the situation was never normal. So
Correct,
at
correct.
that time we should have had some plan for the students, that in, because right now there is no vaccination at all for the children's. And if we talk
Correct.
about the health experts, what they are saying, that until and unless we have a vaccination available, we just can't overcome this particular virus. So in that situation, we just can't expose millions of students to the risk. Lots
Ob-
of students, they have lost
Sorry.
their family members. So certainly, we just can't talk about an idealistic pattern, because presently what these experts are talking about an idealistic pattern of conducting examination. But we have to have a pragmatic approach also, because if you talk about present situation, can we really conduct the examinations? Who is actually concerned about the mental issues, also
True,
stress issues? The,
true.
the
I mean,
moment
when
is gone.
we all have come through that stage. We all have passed our 10th and 12th and graduation and whatnot and given all sorts of exams. And we know exams or board exams specifically are a stressful thing in India. So, like, whenever you enter 11th and 12th, and then parents start telling you that it's now your board exam, you are in the board year, and you should be prepared and you should not waste a single hour spent outside. Apart from, if you're not studying, parents keep reminding you. So, that in itself is a stressful exercise. And to
Exactly.
add to it, the exams which should have been over by February or March, and by now their results should have been out. So, they are already under that extra stress of next last 3 4 months. And again, at this point, when we know that people around us are dying, our near and dear ones were in hospital, there were no oxygens and all. So I'm sure that these things will be taken into account when we decide. But this delay that is happening, be it the court case or be it the board or be it the high level meeting that is being conducted to wait and watch and wait and watch. I spoke to many experts and many doctors who were like, we are not, there's no measure wherein you can, there's no thermometer which actually can measure the stress of the students. So I am absolutely baffled by this high handedness that no, what come what may, the exams will happen. So you have been in touch with a lot of students and parents. Can you share what exactly is their primary concern out of this? Do they want online examination just in case?
Uh, Himanshu, here, you might be surprised, but I have not come across a single mail wherein a student demanded that offline examination should be conducted. The first
Okay.
concern, a lot of emails that I'm receiving these days, there are from those students and parents who have applied abroad, because they are concerned if they will not get the result by end of July, then their admission would be cancelled, and their fee, that whatsoever they have deposited, that will be
Yeah.
forfeited. Apart from that, a lot of students, who after, once they are through with their examination, they have to further prepare for different entrance examinations. So they are also in a dilemma that what to do, because they don't know whether they should study for class 12 syllabus, or they should further proceed with the different examination patterns. A lot of students who are aspiring for NDA also, they are saying that we have age
Yeah.
group restrictions also there, and I have already lost 4 months, and when would I study, when would I prepare? So a lot
Yeah.
of concerns are
True,
there,
true.
really genuine concerns.
So, do you think who should be the right authority? Okay, there's a delay in decision making at this front, and we are talking about a system wherein, in fact, a lot of experts and people who actually have spent a lot of time doing some research for it, they're suggesting that time has come, we think about scrapping the entire examination system. But I'm sure that won't be a decision that will be taken in in a high level meeting to review coronavirus and all that. That is something for which we will look at it at a later stage. So ma'am, I would like to ask one more question. What happens in case there are exams which, say for example, the government decides and the CBSE board and the education minister, they all come and decide that no exams will take place. So what are the options there for students then?
See, at present, I'm not even looking at that aspect, because if I will have that fear in my mind that somehow it is going to affect my whole motive, my whole
Correct,
agenda for which I am contesting right now. Because see, there are three organs in government, and judiciary is the most powerful organ. It is there to keep a
correct.
check. because
Correct.
here I am contesting to protect the fundamental rights of millions of students, not just students but the families attached, and teachers and the administrative staff. So I think Honorable Apex Court is now taking care of the matter, and I'm sure that something positive that will be in the benefit of the students and teachers and parents would that kind of decision would certainly come
Okay,
to the
so
court.
just to put things on record, the court matter will be heard by the court again on May 31st, and the decision is likely to come ahead of that, or the decision will be announced by the education minister on June 1.
See, on Monday, we will, bench really wants to hear their proposal, what they have planned for students, because 1st of June was the deadline that they had given. That on 1st of June they will be reviewing the situation, and after that they will be taking the decision when should they conduct the examination. Because if you talk about the notification of 14th of April, they have nowhere mentioned that they will be thinking of canceling the examination. So, and if we talk about the article also, so they have proposed already that they want to conduct the examination for major subjects. So honorable bench want to hear their proposal. After hearing the proposal, probably they'll be hearing us, and then
Okay.
we'll be proceeding further. So
Okay,
we can't
and
expect that the decision would come out on tomorrow itself, but some we will be proceeding further, certainly.
okay. Yeah, yeah. And there's a very interesting quote from Justice Khanvilkar on this thing. Be optimistic. Maybe the resolution will be in your favor. The government may form a final opinion by May
Exactly.
31. So that is a line
Because
of hope, probably.
this is the bench, Himanshu, which heard the matter last year, and I think the concerns were same. It's just the situation due to COVID has more aggravated now, and the situation more severe. So I'm hopeful that they will take care of all the situation, because they are also human beings. They are aware about the latest happenings and the situation. So let's be optimistic.
Sure, sure, ma'am. And I sincerely wish that this movement, and in fact, the fact that the top court is hearing this urgent plea of all the students and our learned judges who are actually busy with lot many things these days. There are daily cases being heard in Supreme Court and High Courts around the coronavirus crisis and all. So among all that, the fact that you have successfully managed to take it to that highest court of this country, and there are statements that indicate that can be a guiding light for all those people who were present there in the high level meeting that was chaired by Rajnath Singh as well. So there's a hope, and in hope and change we all must believe in. I will not take much of your time today, and I wish you all the best. And the to all the students who have been waiting and who have been actually carrying out this movement of wherein cancel exam and save students and concerns, and I sincerely wish students life will not be risked, and a decision will come in their favor very soon. Thank you for all your time, ma'am, and we'll hope to catch you after there's some final verdict, or maybe as the case moves on, we'll be in touch and we'll see where it heads.
Thank you, and thank you, Himanshu, because media is also playing a very crucial role. They have highlighted all type of different concerns of students, so we are also thankful. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Advocate Mamta. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toshi.
Thank you, Toshi.